Hi Chris, this should be a below 5 minutes, a quick 5-minute video. Look, I was searching for different search terms for your flooring business or wooden flooring. This is flooring contractor, we've got wooden flooring construction, wooden flooring Bali, wood flooring contractor, and industrial flooring Bali. And it all brings up these maps here. Not every search term will bring up this map, but if Google bring up this map, it means there are some searches going on there. So let's take a look at this one here. Flooring contractor. We could put wooden flooring contractor Bali if you like, but let's do this one for quickly. I think you're number 3 here. You may be getting some calls for that, but again, it depends on your site as well. What I've found here on your site, it jumps to this page here. It's not very conducive for someone to call you. Now, you might say, well, I'd like someone to go through my site before they call me. Yes, but some people just want a phone call, a phone number to call. I would put here your phone number on every single one of these pages, and I would almost guarantee you get between 10 to 20% more phone calls. For someone on a smartphone, trying to find out your number is so difficult. They've got to click there, got to do another click there, or they've got to scroll all the way down just to get a number. And I know that a lot of tests have been done on this, and the expert gurus will say, you know, you've got to have at least 6 calls to action. Well, that may be a bit strong, but having 0 or having 1 all the way down the bottom is not a great optimization for people to call you. So that's number 1. You'll get a lot more calls, and if you're then in this map position here, you'll get even a lot more calls. And what I'm going to be talking about today is this getting into this map system. I've just been having about 3 or 4 months conversations with our group in America and Australia about these map positions. They're getting more and more complicated, but they're getting more and more effective as well. So the key is, how do we get into these positions? And really, Google look at 2 things, apart from what's on the site itself, of course. There are 2 major things that they look at, and that is the strength of the website. As I said, you can see you're here number 3, so you'd probably quite easily get into this position. What you do need, though, I found, is you don't have a listing, a Google Map listing for this particular site. I don't think, anyway, I can't find it. All I can find is the Echo Smart Hub, I think it was. So first of all, we've got to get that sorted out. But also then you've got to get a optimization of your site to be conducive, or to convertibility optimization, if you like. When people come to your site, they've got to have they've got to be able to take action somehow much easier. And that first thing is to do, as I said, is to put that number up the front, and you get at least 10 to 20 more calls. But so how to get into here? What we do, as I said, is re-engineer of what these guys have in those 2 areas. The 2 areas are strength of website and number of directories that these guys are, that you're listed in. It's like yellow pages, quality directories. But the most important thing, is, as I said, is the strength with regard to votes from other sites. That is, links from other prestigious authority sites. And that's the key to getting in here, as well as the direct number of directories. So I've just got a little show you what these have got, for example, to see how easy it is for us to get into these positions. Hold on a second. So let's take a look at what these guys are doing, these guys have, and what these guys have as far as the votes go. I would almost, well, I do know already, of course I've looked at it, but I would almost know that even just looking at this, I would know they probably have 0. It's pretty easy to get into these positions. Let's have a quick look at Vertidi, Fun Living, and Starworks. They're not, some of these are not even your competitors, really. Okay, let's have a look at this is the Majestic tool I use. They got 0 trust, but they have no links whatsoever. They may have a few that are not recorded, but they haven't got any. Very simple. These guys, Fun Living Wood, don't have any. Easy to beat. And these guys have a couple of 3 backlinks, but 2 websites pointing back at them with no trust flow whatsoever. That means the 2 backlinks going to them or voting for them is not worth anything. 0. There's no trust in the 2 backlinks that have gone back to them. And if I click here, I'm not going to, but I can actually see what the backlinks are. So and yours, well, you have this should be around 13 if possible, 13 or higher, or 10 or higher. You've got 4 websites pointing back at you, and they have a trust flow. You have a trust flow of 4 out of 21. So and this needs to grow continuously. Of course, everybody starts off at 0, 0, but with this, you'd get into those maps pretty easy if you design your sites to take that keyword searches, and that's what I would be able to help you with. So the other thing is, of course, the number of directories you're in. I can also have a tool to read exactly how many directories are they are in, how many directories these are in, and everything. So I re-engineer or back-engineer, if you like, what the guys are doing, and we just have to perform them so you can beat them into those positions. That's basically it, really. And if you wanted to go into Jakarta with, say, for example, industrial flooring, that brings up a map there, construction flooring, wooden, you can put wooden in there. I can get you into those positions as well, into these maps. They're getting more and more viable, especially on hand phones, because they're right up there and they can show the number as well. So basically, I'm looking now for different companies to represent to do this with. One of them is the flooring industry. A friend of mine is coming over here for polymer floors very soon, Stone Art. I think I've mentioned him before. So I'll be helping him with his business in Jakarta. I'm also looking at pool construction companies as well, for pool construction. So this, as I said, is something that I can now have the skills and the expertise to get into, and that's it basically. It's gone over 5 minutes, but hopefully this has helped, and if you want to have a discussion on this, please do let me know. We can go for really any keyword that gets that map up, and we can work that out as well. Okay, have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon on the BBC. Great, bye for now.